Okay.
All right, cool. So what kind of family is the White family, guys? Are you guys the rich family on the block? Are you the party family? Is mom tough on you? Is she the studious one where you have to study all the time and work really hard? Tell me about your family.
Well, we work hard at everything we do, but my mom, she helps us with it. What? She helps us with it, and she's challenging sometimes, and we like to have fun a lot. So yeah.
But we're not known as like the rich family on the block. We're known as more of like the just fun family, like take people out on boat rides and like, sure, you want to sleep over? Okay, come on. Like, just like we have a lot of fun, but we're not like stuck up or anything.
Did you guys grow up? I know your mom came from a poor background, but it seems like you guys live in luxury. What's your house like, and what are some of the fun things you guys have?
Well, we have a speedboat, like a jet boat, that we like to ride around all the time, and it's really fun. And my brother has his own canoe, and we go fishing in that. But yeah, it's a lot different than how my mom grew up.
My mom, she worked really hard for what she has right now, and some of the things are like, in the house we've got a movie theater, which is fun to watch movies in when we have a sleepover. It's a 3-story house, and an elevator too.
But we don't go off and brag about it or anything. Like, we don't tell a lot of people that like we're rich, we're cool. We don't do some stuff like that. We're more like what's the word?
Humble.
Humble. Yeah.
What kind of toys do you have that some of your friends don't have that you think that you have to kind of be humble with? Do you guys have cars, or you're clearly too young for cars, but do you have like iPhones and video games? Brag a little bit to me. This doesn't go anywhere, so just brag to me a little bit.
Me and Tyler and Morgan don't have any phones, but we all have me and Morgan have our iPod touches, and Tyler has a computer.
A MacBook Pro. Well, I used to have a phone, but my dad, he shut it off, and my mom, she's getting me a phone for my birthday, so.
But me and Tyler don't have phones, and Tyler's never had one, neither have I. And we're like way older than Morgan.
They had them and they lost them and lost them.
I didn't lose them. We got them from.
You didn't lose them.
Our dad bought us them, and
you dropped them.
And then some guy stole mine out of my backpack. But my mom has never got us phones.
What kind of activities do you guys like to do for fun?
Travel, and I like to skateboard.
For fun? Remember to incorporate the question.
Oh, my activities for fun, I like doing cheerleading. And in cheerleading, I like working hard on getting my tumbling skills up and staying tight in the air and doing, and I also do circus sometimes, and I like doing the trapeze the most, and yeah.
And my fun activities that I like to do is travel, like go to different places, and I love to skateboard. And that's just like my passion. I really want to go pro, and I'm trying really hard to get there.
I am a Life Scout, and I'm working on my Eagle, and I love flying planes, and I love remote control cars and planes and all these stuff, and that's my fun activities.
What are some of the rules in your house? What are you not allowed to do and when and stuff like that?
No eating out of the kitchen. Well, some of the rules are no, you can't eat except in the kitchen, and no running down the stairs or like sliding down the handrails or anything like that. Or like one time I got in trouble because I took the laundry basket and went down the stairs, which is really fun until you get in trouble for it.
We get in trouble for making messes. Like, sometimes I would hide food. Like, I would eat up in my mom's bedroom, and then I would hide it. I would hide it away, and then I would get in huge trouble for that. Like, taking my iPod away or getting grounded from cheerleading or circus. And we are not allowed to skateboard in the house. That applies to Parker.
I've never tried it before.
When it comes to schoolwork, tell me about how your mom parents you. Is she strict? Is she, and when in activities as well?
Well, for schoolwork, we've got to do it. Like, we can't put it off till the last minute.
Yeah, it should be like the day that you get a project should be like, okay, let's go get the supplies. We're doing it today.
Yeah.
Or something like that. And then if she'll go like on like what my school calls Portal, it's like where you can look at your grades. And if she sees a 0 or an F from like the first grading period or something like that, you go to your teacher and get it from the first grading period and do it, even if you don't like get points on it or anything. Just
Is your mom more strict when it comes to schoolwork than other moms, your friends and stuff?
Well,
no. She's probably like most moms.
she's
Okay,
average.
great. And what kind of mom is your mom?
Nice, funny, and she has a really weird laugh.
My mom.
And
She's
Start
like,
and remember to incorporate the question back in.
I'm sorry. Well, my mom is like one of those moms. She's like really nice and she's really funny and she's like, I don't know, she's like really great and she like spends a lot of time and money on us to take us on trips and to like give us a good time.
a world traveler.
That's what
Perfect. All right, guys, you're all done. Mom, we're on you now.
Thank you.
All right, awesome.
Thanks, guys. Great job.
Thank you, guys.
You're the best.
You have to leave it.
Bye, guys.
No.
Ty, can you help me? You're going to have to stay. Okay. Bye, Mark. We can go to the Crush Club, guys. See ya. Okay, I'm ready.
All right, great. At first, I thought you might be like a tiger mom, like what I was looking for, but I think you might fit into another category of what I'm doing. So I'm going to ask you more questions about that. Okay, Fonda?
Okay.
Great. So tell me a brief bio about you. How'd you get the kids? Where your marriage? If you were married, and all that stuff. Like 15 seconds. I don't need like every little detail, but like broad strokes.
I'm Vonda White, and I have 3 kids. I was married in 1996 and was married long enough to have 3 kids, and got divorced when I was pregnant with Morgan. And so I've been a single mom, single parent since she was a baby. And I am an entrepreneur. I own my own successful business. And so I incorporate, and I've been able to balance and do both work and family and succeed in both of those, I think, very well. And so I'm a believer that you can have it all and that you can do both. Where a lot of people say you can't, I believe you can.
When it comes to parenting, what's your philosophy?
My philosophy on parenting is you're the role model. They're going to watch what you do and emulate it. And so the best teacher comes from the home. And so you've got to be involved. You also have to have rules. You've got to, I believe, you've got to first have a foundation. And that's for us, I'm a Christian. And so I've really taught the kids about that God loves them and He cares about them and wants the best for their life. But at the same time, we've got to do 150%, and then God will meet us halfway. And so I'm a hard worker, and I believe that they need to learn that hard work is very important, and work ethic, because they're not owed anything from me or anybody else, and that they need to realize that they can earn their own way and that they can do things. And so that's an important thing that I teach them throughout their life. And so, like, they aren't spoiled. I don't overgive them things. I make them work, and they're helping to earn money for their car or their education, etc.
Great. When it comes to schoolwork, how tough are you on that?
I wouldn't say tough. I expect him to do it, and I ask him all the time.
Remember to incorporate the question back in, and it's
Okay.
okay to say tough.
Okay. As a mom, on the kids' schoolwork, I'd say I try to be tough, and I expect them to get their work done, and I make sure that they do, and have them work on projects ahead of time as soon as they know about them, get it done instead of waiting till the last minute. I have had an issue with one of my middle child, Parker, where he said he got it done and he really didn't do it. And he was showing me that he got it done and he really didn't do it. And so things like that, that's why I wouldn't say I'm tough, because I wasn't tough enough to realize that I was being manipulated. But otherwise, I expect them to live up to what I want, and I expect them to get good grades. And we meet with the teachers, make sure they're performing, etc. And one of them, the one that's going to military camp, I've got to do a better job and be harder on him about all that in the future.
Boys are tough.
Yeah.
We're sneaky. So tell me about what are some of the extreme things that you do with, like, Megan, for instance? Like, she's a cheerleader, you bring her, all that stuff. You push her on that one? Are you like a type A mom?
I am a type A mom, but at the same time, what I do is I sit down with them, and I've done this since they were little, like starting at 3, where what are your goals? And so I get them to buy in. I don't force them to do things that they don't want to do. So what I do is, what is it that you'd like to experience? And so if they say they want to do dance or cheerleading or scouts or something, they've got to commit to it for 6 months. They can't quit. They have to continue with it. And then after the end of 6 months, they can quit at that time and do something different. But I let them buy into it. So they tell me, here's where my interests are. And then we do that. And then I push them to excel in anything that they choose. But I let them help with the choosing.
What are you doing what do you feel that you're doing better or the best compared to other mothers out there, and why?
I think one thing that I do the best is I balance work and family and can do both. So I feel like I bring home the bacon fried up in a pan and, you know, and all that stuff. So I do all that. Bye, honey. And I would say that I've raised great kids, that they're good kids, they're going to be excellers in life, excel in life, and they will be someone, because I encourage them to go after their goals and dreams and to be driven and to go after things. And when they slack up and don't really meet what their potential is, that's when I pretty much come down pretty hard with the hammer. So,
how do you down hard with the hammer? What do you do?
Well,
when my kids don't exceed,
for example, with Parker,
why don't you start it with, when my kids don't exceed, when my kids aren't living up to their potential,
when my kids don't exceed or live up to their potential, first I take away the things that mean the most to them. And so that's different for each kid. And then second, if it demands that I take big action, for example, or extreme action in some people's minds, then I'll do it. So for Parker, for example, send him off to Missouri to a military summer academy camp where he has to do 6 hours of academics and then 2 hours of study hall at night. They have fun, but it's mostly all about grades, so it's making up your whole semester in a month. So it's going to be schoolwork, schoolwork, schoolwork. And a lot of people would say that's extreme, but I feel, and you know, he probably, I'm not positive, I haven't gotten the final grade report, but he probably got 1, maybe 2 C's, but I know he should have gotten all A's. And he says it's hard, but when you really push it, it really isn't. He could have if he applied himself. And so, you know, I want him to be all that he can be, and I want him to realize that if he had done it right the first time, he could have it easy on himself, but because he chose to be lazy, then it's going to be difficult, and I want it to be as difficult as possible so he never does it again.
Great. How are we doing on time? Do we have,
Time.
it seems like we might be at 15 minutes. Are we?
We're at 14 point,
Okay, so we're
14,
at
15.
Okay, so let's stop this one and upload it because we have a little bit more left.